Dude, come on, man. Ugh. Ladies and gents, hello, hello, hello. Let me turn the music down a little bit. I don't know how loud it should be or shouldn't be. Um, what's up? It's yeah. um, I was gonna start stream at 8, but I realized that I needed to make food. Well, first I needed to make a new Fugi because my last drawing Fugi was kind of shit. So I redrew that, and then it was like 7:30, and then I was like, okay, it's time to start stream. But then I was like, fuck, I'm hungry, and I know every time I stream, I bitch about like being hungry because I don't eat before stream. So I did that, and before I knew it, it was like 9:06 or something. So I'm a little bit late, but the schedule was arbitrary and in my head anyway, so it didn't matter. Let me open up the stream. There we go. What's up, guys? I got my new little Fugi for drawing. Let me make it a little bit bigger. There we are. Yeah. Okay. So I got a couple of things to do today. I have a couple of server channel members for the YouTube channel. I have a couple of YouTube channel member drawing requests to make. But before that, I need to work on a birthday present for my my friend Victoria, who those few who are kept up with the goose lore is my channel secretary. And she arranges things and helps write scripts and stuff. So I'm gonna do that first, and then I will and then I'll draw other stuff probably. Because I assume I won't be satisfied after just one drawing. Let me move my microphone up a little bit more so I don't have to lean into it while I'm drawing. Or not. The mic stand. Oh man. Broken mic stand. It's like, no, that's not going to work. Okay. I need a new mic stand. Desperately, my friends. Desperately. Alright. Okay. Let's just get started. I have a reference image, and I'm going to be using that. Wow, fucking big surprise. You're going to be using a reference image. Okay. Let's see here. I haven't done a drawing stream in a long while. I can't even remember the last time I did a drawing stream. Been far too long. Figuring out a good time to stream is just hard for me. That's what happens when you have a full-time job and you're also making, like, long-form content. Stuff like that just kind of becomes an afterthought. At least when it comes to making, like, big stream stuff, like a schedule and whatnot. It's hard. I don't know why. A lot of the time when I do like streaming stuff, I for some reason decide to make like, I don't know. Like I always decide to make a big deal out of it with like a stream schedule, and like I try to make events, but those don't usually work very well. One of my favorite ideas that I tried to do a long time ago, when I had much worse internet, was what is it? I tried to do. Some people probably remember this. I tried to do a stream of Skylanders Swap Force, with like a physical portal with the Skylanders and everything. Excuse me. And I would make it so people could donate to force me to swap, with like a little wheel, and I would like pick one randomly, or they could donate more to like pick a specific one. I still love that idea for the stream. I would love to like one day just like set an entire day aside to just stream that. Because now that I have an Ethernet cable plugged into my computer, I think I've been able to do streaming stuff a lot more reliably since then. Because when I did that Skylanders stream, it was a lot more stuttery. My streams were terrible because I didn't have anything connected. It was not good. But I'm kind of considering doing it again because of, you know, me having stuff working now. I would love to do that stream because I have everyone in the Swap Force. Plus a bunch of other Skylanders, but that's just because I'm kind of autistic about Skylanders. I gotta draw more. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. It's been so hard for me, so I've been on hiatus for vids and streams, found out I'm a trans femme mom. Whoa. Oh, that's fire. I'm happy. I did not realize you were that old. That sounds rude. Let me rephrase. No, there's not a way to rephrase that. I thought, I don't know. Just the idea that any of my viewers that like watch me for like Punch Out content are of like a sensible age, like an adult, it's always just surprising to me. Because the only people that I know that watch my content that are adults are like my friends. And I'm not even sure that they don't. I'm not even like 100% sure they don't do that ironically. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to have an adult audience, but I feel like that's a pretty hard transition to make. Just on like just for the fact of like the stuff that I make. It would. I don't know. I feel like that'd be tough. I would love someday to be like, oh no, hey guys, all my stuff is 18 and up only, but I can't really enforce that. At least not on like my main channel. I can probably do that in my server and like on my streams, but when it comes to YouTube, there's not much I can do about that. And I feel like that I sort of get into this thing where it's like, oh man, if I can't do it everywhere, I might as well do it nowhere in terms of like control, which it probably isn't a good thing. I don't know. I think I have the neck too far up here. Let me move this here. There we go. That's good. Perfect. Oh, I need to turn the head a little more. Oh, a little too much. A little more subtle. There we go. All right. Let's see. Little paw. I gotta close my door, actually. Hold on. There we are. Okay. Back to it. I'm trying to think of anything else that happened. For me, Oh yeah, for some reason one of my TikToks like absolutely exploded. I made a TikTok mocking a Cybertruck that I saw in the parking lot of a Brahms I was eating at. And that got like 500,000 views in like 3 days, which probably the most attention any of my content has gotten, which is very weird for how low effort it was. But I guess it doesn't really make much of a difference, like if it's high quality or not. Let me just make this proper small so I can work in the whole space. That's not right. Come on, you. There we go. There we go. This is not right at all. Shoe, some kind of shoe shape. There we go. That bottom half is a lot bigger. The proportions are not quite correct. I think it's just the legs. Let me fix that. That's better. All right. Okay. But yeah, I've been posting more on TikTok now. Nothing crazy, just kind of occasionally I'll record doing the stupid Gilbert Gottfried voice, which is fun. I still don't think that TikTok is for me in terms of content creation. I barely like making YouTube shorts because I find the format, the aspect ratio to be very limiting. Because I'm so used to using just normal what's it called, 1920 by 1080. That's not the term. 16 by 9. That's it. There we go. Let's see. How do you draw hair on the floor? Time to look up more references. Okay, there we go. That'll do. A little too much like fire. Let me just draw like a general space for it. Something like this. Almost like wings. How lovely. This'll do. Where did there it is. Happy Saturday? True. I would say I'm happy to be on the weekend, but my weekends are not Saturday and Sunday. Just the way it goes, I guess. I still got a couple more days before my Saturday. Low key, I was thinking of not going to work tomorrow, but I think I need that money, so stay a shall. Unless I magically get sick tomorrow during the night, but I don't tend to have luck like that. This is too much. There we go. There we are. Sniffling and sneezing in your general direction. What the hell? What's your problem? Who even are you? Who is this guy? It sounded like Cranky Kong. Who is this guy? Leave it to me to fucking make those shot calls. Okay. I need the big bow. The big pretty bow. With the hearts. This is going to suck to have to draw over. With the fucking... how rough this sketch is. But it is what it is. I love drinking. I'm still not super happy with how this whole hair thing looks. Um. I gotta figure out how to draw this. Been thinking about the Amazing Digital Circus finale and the Among Us show. The Among Us show might win Best Adaptation at the Game Awards. Oh yeah, true. I forgot. Iron Lung came out. Yeah, I went to the theater a couple of days ago and I saw the Amazing Digital Circus movie. Well, the finale, I should say, because it's just episode 8 and 9. I liked it. I'm not gonna do much spoiling stuff. But yeah, I liked it. Oh, hello, Daisy. Welcome. I'm drawing a birthday present. Back rooms. Did someone say back rooms? I love the back rooms. I also saw the back rooms. That was good. Oh wait, this is probably perfect actually. Yeah, I was fond of the finale. I the song that played at like the climax of the film, that one it reminded me because it reminded me of how much I love that song because that is one of like the big songs from my childhood because my dad liked playing it alongside what's it called, Come On Eileen, Mr. Blue Sky. Those are like my dad's like favorites. Oh, and September from Earth, Wind and Fire. um, but yeah, Let me just make this something like this. This'll do. Yeah, just over there. All right, that'll do. I'm gonna take a sip of my ice-filled drink. Oh, you guys can barely hear it because of my noise suppression. That's a shame. I was hoping you guys could. Speaking of, what's it called? How's the ratio of my voice to the music? I'm never sure about that. I mean, this won't matter to VOD watchers because it's gonna be muted, but I want to make sure that people can hear me. Pretty hard. You like the ratio? Okay. There we are. This will do. Oh, I need to make the what's it called? Watch my one horror film, which was Iron Lung, so no more horror movies for me. I liked The Backrooms. It was good. I would say that there is an issue of pacing. It's pretty slow. It's pretty slow for like the majority of it, which I like slow. I like slow pacing. It helped build the tension of like the horror movie. But in like the middle, like the third act, it just kind of like dumps a bunch of stuff at once, and then the pacing goes back to normal after, which is like kind of, I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's just a little bit. It was a little bit odd to me, but I still thought it was good. Let me see if I can. What's it called? See if I can refine this a little bit. Okay. Okay. And then I did not do that. Okay. I think that's a good ratio in terms of body proportions. I make this nice and bigger. Actually, maybe I do it like this. That might give me more room. Yes, very good. I like that actually. Perfect. Okay. Let me add some extra stuff. Let's see here. Come on, you. Oh, no, you fucking don't. There we are. Little phone. Oh, I gotta draw a firearm. I was gonna say my least favorite thing to draw, but that's not particularly true. I had to bring my ID to watch the Amazing Digital Circus finale. That is surprising to me, considering how many children I saw lining up at the concessions when I went to the theater. Just surprising to me, that's all. Let me see. Let me actually ask her. Do you have a different gun you'd want to be drawn there? Now I just have to cross my fingers and hope that that was being hopefully my message gets read. Who is this for again? My friend Victoria, previously known on stream as Bonnie. but she's been going by Victoria these days. Yeah. Just a little quick birthday thing. And then after that, I'll do YouTube channel member sketches. And then probably my own thing. Just depends on how long it takes for me to get through everything. Let's see. Just something simple there. Little bag there. What else? I sat next to like a 50-year-old woman and she didn't understand what was happening. Oh, that's weird because the movie starts with like a recap. Uh I don't know how she didn't know what was happening. That's very strange. There we are. Those are going to be bullets, trust me. Eventually. Right now they are not bullets. Let me put some stuff up here. That's way too big. There we go. There we go. It's probably good. There we are. Honestly, that recap, besides the pacing issues I had with it, was probably one of my other issues with the film. I have episode 8 and a recap when it's just a recap. I mean, they probably made episode 9 first, and then were like, wait, what if we did a theatrical release? But it's way too short for that, probably. So let's add a little more with the movie. Plus, I think episode 8 is a good it's a good pair. It's a good partner to have with episode 9 because it's like one happens right after the other. I think it's a pretty good thing. Personally, I think it would have been good if they had episodes 7, 8, and 9 all play together because I feel like all three of those are very strong as like one big package. If you're going to do like a theater release, anyways. Because I mean, obviously, you would just watch the whole thing if you wanted the best experience. But like, I think episode 7 being with, what's it called? Episode 7 having like the big scare about them like not being able to leave. Maybe episode 8 being them abandoning the idea of leaving, and then all the stuff that happens in episode 9. I think is a good three beat plot. Pretty good. Not half bad. But then again, that would probably be like super duper long. Let me actually see. I'm curious how long that would be. Hang on. Allow me to Google real quick. The Amazing Digital Circus. Let me just take a look at the playlist. How long would that be? 7, 8, and 9. So episodes 7 and 8 are already an hour. And I don't remember how long episode 9 is. So it would probably be like, I don't know, like at least an hour and a half. Probably like breaching on like 2 hours or more. I had to guess, say episode 9 is probably like 50 minutes to an hour. Okay, yeah, so it would probably be like a 2 hour or longer showing to do 7, 8, and 9. But I think that having a short recap and then episode 7, 8, and 9 would be very. I think that would have been a good like theater viewing experience, in my opinion. What's your favorite character? Um, it was for a while Kinger. I'm quite fond of Kinger. I like him. Oh, Kane obviously is my number one, but in terms of second place, it's Kinger for a long while. But after watching the finale, I kind of got to give it to Jax for second place. Of course, Kane is the number one. Like, there's no doubt about that. So it's like first place Kane, second and third place is like a close back and forth between Kinger and Jax. Um, but yeah. Oh, Kaufmo was cool as well. I was fond of Kaufmo. What am I missing here? Oh yeah, the gun. Let me just draw something in the place here. Something like this. Just for now, because I don't know how exactly or what gun Victoria wants specifically. So we'll just do that. Net finale. Jax was already my number one, but now he's like number 0. he's like a Meta Knight tier. Kane is amazing, but I relate heavily to Gangle and to myself and her especially. Um, yeah, you think I would relate to Gangle more being an artist myself, but I don't quite have the let's just say the tendencies she has. Um, I mean, I'm creative, but I'm sure I have like a little bit of insecurity about the sort of things that Gangle also has, but um, if I was more like Gangle, I probably wouldn't be doing YouTube. Um, would I say I'm like Jax? I don't know. I'm sure plenty of people are like Jax. Uh, in like the shitter kind of way, in the way that they're just like jokesters. Low key, I think I'm most like Kane. Read into that however you want. Zubul is usually my least favorite character in the show because she barely fucking shows up. So why would Zubul be your least favorite if like they barely show up? In that case, wouldn't it like not matter? I would be more upset with a character that shows up more because I'd have more time to like find them annoying. Low key, I prefer to like a character than to like not even remember a character. I'd rather something be unlikable than not memorable. So you an AI? Hell no, because my art is good. Um, but yeah. Mostly just I feel like I'm most like Kane in like the showman sense. Like I like putting on a big show and like making people like entertained. Um, and I of course I have some sort of relation to the way he's insecure about like solving problems and people's opinions of him, but obviously not uh super stuff. I see Kane and you, Goose. You would slay in Kane's outfit. I actually had an idea for a Actually, maybe I should draw it. This is probably good for now. I'll take a break from that. And then let me draw something real quick. I actually had an idea for like a power up version of Goose. That's like, I don't know. It's like my version of Super Saiyan. Let me see if I can draw this particularly quick. Something like this. No, not that. It's the same thing I draw every time. I would hate Luigi if he barely showed up. Well, it's a good thing Luigi's here forever. So, I gotta. Sorry, I was scratching my ear. Um, the power up version of me is it's called Starstruck Goose. The eyes get replaced with stars. And it's almost like a like a manic form of joy. Yeesh. Thank God for Automod. So we have this. And then I like the idea of my little ahoge thing becoming a top hat. But I feel like that's encroaching on the copyright of Kane. But you know, I mean, Kane didn't invent having a floating hat. Also, this head is way too. It's not. It's too thin. Looks like fucking Fanboy from Fanboy and Chum Chum. That's better. Let's see. Bill Cipher invented floating hats. True. Let's see. Low key, like Kane and Tenna, the two of those are like pretty similar. I quite relate to them. Also, it also doesn't help that like Tenna and Kane were like the big inspirations for Goose 4.0 in terms of like the outfit. So there we go. We got this. Got this. I think I had a bow tie. I don't remember. It's probably right. Let's see. Something like this. This is very. I've literally never drawn this before, so bear with me. This is very much new grad. Fuck, this just looks like Bill Cipher. God damn it! Especially because my character's like main color scheme is like yellow and black. This is just 100% Bill Cipher. I've barely seen any Gravity Falls. I did not mean for this just to. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, brother. Now I gotta think of something else, because it can't be this. It can't be like a circus ringleader showman type guy, because it just looks like Bill Cipher. Oh, brother. I'll finish this, but this is just a very rough draft. Do keep that in mind. God. I mean, if you ever wanted to do a Bill Cipher, this goes hard. I didn't want to do a Bill Cipher. That was not the intent. I was just trying to make me. See, the only reason it looks like that, the only reason like I think it looks like that is because I'm imagining it colored in my head, and like I have it's like the yellow and the black and yellow, is like the Bill Cipher colors. So you know, obviously it's like I get it mixed up. I don't know. Maybe something like this. I could have a belt here. Not that it would make like much difference here. Something like this, and then the coattails, like that. There's a cane. Get it like the digital circus. And then I would probably have something cool there, maybe like a microphone or something. Yeah, that's the basic idea for like. I'll just put like Starstruck Goose. There we go. So that's Starstruck Goose. Just kind of just like manic joy and excitement. It's kind of the opposite of what I thought of for Botan, because my idea for Botan was that he sort of like has like this beast mode, and it's called Whole Hog. I don't often go into like the lore of the characters, but I think it's fun to explore that idea. All right. I'm too impatient to draw and would prefer to do scribbles, but I'm sure you'll get it. I wish I could make art like this. I mean, it took me well over a decade to be able to do art like this. It just comes down to consistent practice. You gotta really want to do it. Like, I really like drawing. That's probably the only reason that I'm still doing it. Like, I'm sure by now, if I didn't like drawing, I would have known it. and I would have picked up another hobby. Maybe like music. The thing is, I feel like like my interest in art. I feel like that's the only reason I've gotten to where I am in terms of like content creation. Because being able to draw your own like thumbnails and like stills for stuff and like animations, I feel like that helps so much with the process because I don't have to pay anybody, um, except myself when I get the YouTube paycheck. But I barely get those these days. Well, actually, no. Next month I'm getting a pretty big one from that Punch Out video. It's a shame that I'm kind of running out of ideas for Punch Out videos because as tired as I am of making them, they still pull in the big bucks. But man, I gotta figure out how to do this, or else I'm not gonna be able to focus on talking. No, not like that. That'll do. There we go. There we are. um. Yeah. I don't flipping know. I'm just making stuff. Planning on making a game. I've had this idea for 5 years. I've had an idea for a game for I think like how long has it been now? 6 years. I've had a couple of friends that know how to do like coding stuff. They've sort of ventured with the idea, but um, nothing too crazy. Like we haven't gotten very far with any of the like demos that have been made up. Um, yeah, game dev is a very fun concept to me. I tried to do it on my own. I cannot code for the life of me. I can do everything but the coding. I can make like art, I can make music, I can do some other third thing, but it's the music that no, not music. It's it's the coding that I can't do. Wow, I just completely lost my mojo. Um I want to get an answer about this gun, but I can't. I'm not getting any answers. I don't know if I don't think that Victoria is available for my questions. Unfortunate. Oh well. Whose birthday is it? Oh, the person I'm drawing, Victoria, my secretary. I try to have her in videos, but for like, she it's kind of like oil rig rules where um, she's busy for like half of the year, and I can't really like do much in terms of like making content with her. But in the back half of the year, the last 6 months, she's more available, and I'm able to put her in stuff, which is good because as far as I know, she likes being in videos, and I just have trouble like finding places to include her because I don't want to put her in a video that'll like waste like that'll feel like a waste of time to her. But it is what it is. Um. Hmm. Uh, I'll see if I can do a cleaner sketch of this, and then I'll move on to the channel member sketches. Let's see. I need to make my brush smaller. There we go. Let me make this smaller too. Hello, welcome Kitsune Warrior. I think this is the most viewers I've had on Twitch. which is very, very nice. Because I haven't been getting as many viewers since I swapped from YouTube, which is fair. It's where my main audience is, but low-key, I kind of like the idea of only people that actually like know how to use the internet and give a damn about my content to be here, because this feels a little more private. It's a nice reprieve from all the children in my comments asking me for Rocky and Super Punch Out, but not in like a parasocial way. Just people that are a little more like grown up, because it's nice to be able to, you know, hold a conversation with somebody that doesn't have like one single thing on their mind. And I say hold a conversation, that also sounds parasocial, because I'm just talking at you. I assume you guys are watching this to try and get a laugh. I don't really have anything right now in terms of funnies. Well, there was a couple of things. I'm pretty sure I spoke of the Gilbert Gottfried TikTok where I mocked a Cybertruck and that got 500,000 views. Let me actually look at how many views that has now. Let me see. 545,000 views. Which is kind of nutso. See, but the thing is, that's how TikTok gets you. TikTok goes, you get one banger, and then it's like diminishing returns there. I have to lay down, go, but I might be back later. Oh, brother! You hate me! Just say you hate me, and you never want to see me again! I know when I'm not wanted, I'll just delete my channel already. One person in chat said they didn't like me, and that they're going to bed because they hate me. I know how it is. I know how these things go. Fucking whatever. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, my TikTok. I got one video that blew up, and I was like, hey, maybe I'll try posting a little bit more. But it's every time I post a video, it's diminishing returns. Like, it gets lower and lower. Like, the last 4 TikToks I posted, 500,000 views, 54,000 views, 1,500 views, and now 200 views. Which is, like, the exact opposite of the sort of thing that makes me want to, like, post on there. If there's one thing that, like, attracts me to a social media, it's like consistency. I like the idea of, you know, being able to post and then get like a consistent amount of like eyes on it. What's the word? Like, not having to like randomly hope the algorithm goes in my favor. It's like, oh hey, everybody that follows me can see it and like it and that sort of thing. I don't know. YouTube is easy because like anybody can see it, and I don't know, my stuff tends to be pretty successful on YouTube, so I do pretty well. So I don't really have to worry too much about if a video pops off. Well, I guess it depends. It depends on if it's a Punch-Out video or like a Smash Bros video. Those are the ones that are popping off guaranteed. Everything else, I sort of have to be a little bit lucky and better at, you know, drawing. What? No. I'm only saying that because I'm drawing right now. I have to be better at, like, grabbing people's attention with, like, the title and stuff. But yeah. I'm lucky to be where I am in terms of, like, content creation. But I can always be doing more. I can always be doing better. I hate that my Punch-Out content got popular. Hey, welcome to the club, pal. You're right there with me. Though not exactly with me, because that was going to sound jerkish. I was going to say, oh, because I'm a big shot. But I barely have over 10,000 subscribers. And even then, subscribers don't count for shit. It's about views specifically. Because views are what get the big bucks, not subscribers. I have quintuple digit subscribers, and my fucking videos hardly ever break like 5,000. Okay, I'm starting to talk about content way more than I was wanting to. Let me shut the hell up. But it's tough to do that because I'm not I don't really have all that much going on aside from this, literally this. I go to work and then I go home and do this. And don't get me wrong, I love doing this. Um, but it doesn't really give much room for particularly interesting stories. And then I get the hiccups. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure as I get more comfortable where I am, because I'm still not quite. See, I was gonna say like I get comfortable where I am, but like I don't even mind where I am right now in terms of like where I live. The issue is financials. Because like if I ever go out, I either feel bad about. It's always just feeling bad about spending because it's like if I go somewhere to eat or like go to like the arcade bar, it'll be like, oh man, this is gonna be a big dent into my like spending money, which is like the point, but I still think that regardless. And then and even if I'm going somewhere and like not spending money, like I'll have gas on the mind. I'll be like, oh fuck, this is gonna spend so much gas. What am I even doing? Um, that sort of keeps me at home. It doesn't help that most of my friends, like my big friend group, lives like across the country. I would like to in the future move up north into like the northeast. That would be ideal, but can't do much about that right now. I'm saving money, but that is more for just like emergencies. I would prefer to have that saved if I were to move. Northeast mentioned. True. Something looks wrong here. This does not look right at all. But yeah, those are my plans for the most part. Aside from like continuing to make stuff, because I still like making content. It's very much fun. It's also extra money. You're in the States? Yeah, what did you think I wasn't? I'm in the United States. I never considered that someone would assume that I'm not. I feel like I'm so American, like in terms of like what I talk about and what I watch. I sound Canadian? Do I? Well shit, maybe I should move to Canada. Hmm. Maybe that's my big break, going to Canada. Yeah. Yeah. There we are. Yeah, Canada. That just makes me think. What does a Canadian sound like? And what is a Canadian voice? Let's see. Bow. Oh no, I can't do that right now. I need something with a little more energy because it's already pretty late in the day. I like how I switched to Twitch so I could do the music, like the like playing copyrighted music and being able to mute it in the VOD, just so I could do that, so I could stop listening to like Nintendo music exclusively. And since I added most of the Mario Kart World soundtrack to my playlist, like it's been half of the music that I've listened to recently. So it's like defeated the whole purpose. Canadians sound polite. You don't got a lick of mean in you, unless we count what you said back at the Laugh Factory. I did not say anything at the Laugh Factory. But I can definitely be mean. I try not to because being mean is mean. So I tend to keep to myself in terms of my rudeness. But trust me, it is very possible to push me. I'm I'm what someone might call short-tempered. I'm sad the Avalanche lost to the Golden Knights. Well, listen. I don't like talking about the. I don't like talking about the playoffs right now because my team, the Stars, they lost in the first round, fucking somehow. I don't know how they managed it, but they did. I was so hopeful they were gonna beat the Wilds, but no, they got fucking destroyed. So the most I can do now is just hope that my friend Pepper's team wins the Hurricanes. I'm holding out for them. Carolina's 3-4 against Vegas right now. Uh-oh. Let me actually let me see here. Uh-oh. Well, fingers crossed they can clutch up. I'm hoping Carolina can take one. Because if it's not going to be the Stars, then it better be the Hurricanes. Because, like, my God. I need to be somebody. Ah! Hey, look, they got another point! To those that are watching the hockey game. I'm not right now. Because I have to draw. But, you know. Okay. Just gotta hope that they don't score. Low key, I get more stressed about overtime than like the last minute of third period. I don't know why, but overtime is so stressful to me. No, wait, not overtime. What is it? The shootouts after overtime. That always freaks me out. It's crazy that like after like over an hour of playing, it can just come down to, okay, well we have to we're just gonna like hope for the best. Do fights happen in hockey? Oh yeah. I mean that's what most people watch hockey for. Well, not most people. A lot of people watch hockey because it's just like the best sport to watch. And I'm not this is coming from a guy that like 2 years ago was like, sports are stupid. It's just like throw a ball. I was genuinely a sports ball guy until the end of 2024 when Victoria put me on hockey and I was like, wait, this is actually interesting. I like this. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of people watch hockey these days because of that like Yowie hockey show. I don't know what it's called, but I know it's very popular. Fun fact, I actually had a coworker who's Heated Rivalry, is that what it's called? Yeah, that sounds about right. Fucking hate that show. I have no I have no pretense against that show to judge. But yeah. What was I gonna say? I had a story to tell. Oh, I had a boss at a job, I think it was last year, who was like an openly gay man, we'll say that. And like I don't know why that sounded so judgmental when I said it, because I'm like bisexual, pansexual. I'm something in that. I haven't really taken any sort of test to confirm it, but I like dudes and women and non-binary people, that sort of thing. Whatever pride flag you want to give me. Happy Pride Month. But I was talking to him about hockey a little bit, or trying to, because there was a game going on. Better study for that test. Because I think there was a game going on with the Stars, and I was like, yeah, there's a hockey game tomorrow. I'm pretty excited for it. And he was very much like a sports ball guy. And I was like, what do you mean? Hockey's like the best sport. And he's like, listen, I don't really watch hockey because it's just a bunch of like man stuff. Like it's just a bunch of men throwing themselves on each other, and like the big heavy, like all the heavy clothing, it leaves too much to the imagination. It's just not for me. And I'm like, what are you? That's like the two main appeals of hockey for gay guys. The fact that it's a bunch of big sweaty men throwing themselves on each other, and the big heavy clothes, like the way the like hockey outfits completely like envelop someone's entire body. It like, if you don't know what they look like, it gives you like full like it leaves it all to the imagination for you to envision what they look like underneath. I mean, that's weird to say about, actual human celebrities, but hey, the biggest hockey thing right now is fucking heated rivalry. So obviously, like naked hockey players is something that people give a damn about. Um, that was my brief rant about hockey. I just can't believe that like such an openly gay man would like think the exact opposite thing about hockey in terms of its appeal to the gay community. But what do I know? Evidently not much. Let me make this skull bigger. This chat turned very gay very quickly. Can we talk about something else now, like Skylanders, or I don't know what's popular. Happy Pride. True. I love Pride Month. I'm 90% everyone in chat is gay, probably. Who is your favorite Skylander? That's tough. It's probably someone from the Swap Force. Let me. This is gonna sound like a flex. Let me look at my Skylander shelf so I can familiarize myself. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna take a look at my Skylander shelf. Um. Washbuckler, Blast Zone, Doomstone. I like Free Ranger, Eyebrawl. Um, Trey Rex is pretty good, but he's like pretty basic. Magna Charge. Countdown. My favorite's probably Night Shift. Night Shift, easy. I love Night Shift. Um, yeah, love Night Shift. I have Legendary Night Shift. Very fond of him. Got my 10-year-old brother a Core Skylander from Trap Team for his 10-year-old birthday, and Bouncer is my favorite Skylander. Cool. Stealth Elf was always my favorite. Yeah, I was low-key just like rattling off stuff that I had on my shelf. If I had to pick one, I'd say probably Night Shift. I'm very fond of Night Shift. I loved playing him when I played Swap Force. What was it? Who's your most wanted character in Smash? That is a toughie. I'm not sure for certain. Okay, well, let me ask this. Do you want a realistic choice, or do you want, like, my actual most wanted? Because those are two very different answers. Both? Huh, okay. Tough one. That's a tough one. I'd say my most wanted realistic one is either. Oh yeah, Travis Touchdown is a good one. Like my top three for like realistic choices is Travis Touchdown, the Doomslayer, or Vault Boy. Specifically Vault Boy, not like a Fallout like protagonist. I would want to see like Vault Boy specifically. Basically like how he looks as like a me costume. I would just want to see that, but like a fully realized character. I don't know if that's controversial, but I think that would be such a fun way to represent the whole of the Fallout series with like just Vault Boy doing stuff. I think that would be so fun. Um but if you want like unrealistic, I want to see Enna, like Dream Barbecue Enna. I think that would be so fun. Um, 5 Volt. Yeah, 5 Volt from WarioWare. I think she'd be fun. The mom, the hot mom. And then Prince Fluff from Kirby's Epic Yarn. Loved that game as a kid. I would love to see him show up as a character somehow. But yeah, that's the main. Those are my main picks. I'd like to see like Red from Angry Birds, but the thing is, mine's controversial in terms of Red because I want to see the movie design, because I genuinely prefer the movie design to the video game design. I don't think I can do too much else with this right now. I sort of have to wait until I get a response from Victoria, which is a shame because I was hoping I could finish this birthday gift like tonight. Let me send a screenshot to her. That might get her attention. Let's see. Current progress. There we go. Watch Brawl Fans video on what if Red was in Smash. I want to see Excitebike make his Smash debut. Oh yeah, true. I'd love to see another retro pick like Sukapon or Excitebike. Oh, Karate Joe. I'd love to see Karate Joe. There's so many characters you could talk about getting into Smash. We would just be here forever. Karate Joe mentioned. I always hear people mentioning like the chorus kids. I could see them being at like part of Karate Joe's moveset or like maybe an assist trophy. I don't know if they could like do a whole moveset on their own. Plus having 3 characters like all bunched up together like that, if they're not gonna do like an Ice Climbers thing, I feel like that'd be hard. And plus, since there's 3 chorus kids, having like 3 characters all together feels like just an Ice Climber situation, but like even more stressful on the hardware. Unless they do just 1 chorus kid, and even then I feel like that's, I don't know. Personally, I would do Karate Joe, in my opinion. I low-key think Boom Boom has potential. I'll do you one better. I think Harriet from Super Mario Odyssey has potential. I would genuinely, for a Mario rep, I would want to see Harriet from Mario Odyssey. Yeah, Bomberman is an assist trophy. I was gonna say a Mii costume, but I forgot he's both. Let me take care of the. Let's see. Let me take care of the drawings for channel members. Just completely losing my mind. Sparkster the Rocket Knight, I think, is a pretty unrealistic one. Oh, Bubsy as well. I would love to see. I'd love to see Susie. I don't know how Toby Fox would go. I don't know how Toby Fox would put any sort of rep, but I don't know, cause I know he's pretty. He's a stickler for putting like actual, what are they called, lighteners? Not lighteners, like just like regular real world characters from Deltarune or Undertale into like merch or other products. Hot take, I want to see Hornet first. I would love to see Hornet. To be fair, I'm kind of in terms of like who I'd want to see in Smash Bros, I just kind of think about if I would want them in Rivals of Aether or not, because I'm more fond of Rivals of Aether now than Smash Bros. Which I know is probably like the, oh, you fucking chill, you like Rivals of Aether more. It's like, but it's just more fun. I just have more fun with it. I like the characters. I like how the characters are made. I like the movesets more, that kind of stuff. Plus, the workshop is probably going to make it much easier to get people in. I don't think I've ever drawn Birdo before in my life. Hey Goose's Kara, fuck you, I hate you. Well, that's not nice. They're not putting you in Smash. That's for fucking sure. I still gotta play Hollow Knight. You should. It's good. I was quite fond. I think I prefer Silksong more. Partially, I mean, like the gameplay I think is a lot smoother, but just the fact that Hornet gets to talk to people is like it's so huge for my enjoyment of the game, because it like lets me like give her, like, it just gives her character, and I really appreciate that. Tenna for Smash, that low key, if he was like really big, I would love to see that. If he was just like a super heavy character, you know what? The more I think about it, the more I like it. I'm just imagining him doing like that smash cut move he does in his boss fight. That'd be so fire. Wow, I really don't know how to draw Birdo. I'm not gonna stop till I figure out how to do it though. Let's see. Never refunded on a game on Steam faster than Rivals of Aether 2. Why? Are you bad at video games or do you just have like bad taste? Because Rivals of Aether 2 is like fire. They're gonna announce a character at Evo, which I'm very excited for. The fact that Rivals of Aether got on the main stage at Evo is like crazy to me. I'm so happy that they got it. I played one match and said out loud, I don't like this. Well, maybe you should have played more than one match, because I'm going to tell you what happened. What probably happened, it's the same thing that happened with my brother when I tried to show him. I showed him, he was like, okay, well, I don't know how to play this game, and I'm just like getting beat up a bunch. So now I don't want to play it anymore, because I'm just getting beat up a bunch. And that's probably what happened to you when you played it. It also just comes down to the fact that like you also have to want to improve at the game. The controls are just, what were they thinking? You know, you can change the controls, right? I doubt anybody actually uses the default Rivals of Aether controls. I turned mine to be like accurate to Smash Bros. and it plays fine. I'm so incredibly happy I made that choice because it makes the game playable. Yeah. That's just common sense. I was about to say what she's missing, but then, like, forgot her big fucking bow. Not the controls, the way it controls? It's like fat. What do you mean? It controls better than most Smash games. I'm sure most people would be like, Melee's better, but I didn't play Melee, so I don't really have that for reference. I have Smash 4, Brawl, and Ultimate for reference. And I think it plays so much better than those three games. Does it have its issues? Of course. I mean, it's not a perfect game, but I think it's better than Ultimate. This'll do. I do want to play it because of the buff rest. Lorena is so cool. She's probably my favorite designed platform fighter character, like, period. She is so cool. She's like Incineroar on crack. It's fantastic. The only issue is when I play against her, it's like I turn. It's like the Green Goblin mask, but like of toxicity. There's nothing that's more frustrating to me than fighting Lorena, or a good Lorena anyway. But when I'm like outside of the game, she's so cool. There are so many cool characters. Like, also something about the game feels soulless to me. Okay, now like this has got to be like bait or something. I just can't imagine. I don't know why you would believe this. You're just a fascinating character to me. I don't know. I don't understand how you could think this. What am I doing? This is way more promiscuous of a sketch of Birdo than I was intending. Huh. Let me see if I can recuperate this. The art style is just bland. Okay, you're out of your mind. The art style is not bland. If any, it was bland like when it first started. Like, because I feel like they were going for a more like League of Legends sort of art style when they first did the Kickstarter in 2024. Thankfully, they backpedaled on that. But I have a friend that also calls it like generic, and I don't really understand where that comes from because I don't know. I quite like it, and I guess it does make sense that like, hey, you only say that because you like it. I don't know. It's tough to say. I would have to like really think hard about it for like why I think it looks nice. I think people are just like way too attached to the the pixel art. I don't know. That's I feel like that's the main factor. People just like really like that art style from like the first game. What kind of art styles do you like? I don't know. Okay, well maybe okay, that might be the thing. Maybe you need to figure out what you do like, and then you can properly discern what you don't like. That might be a good start. The fact I don't know what I like, but I know what I don't like. That's silly. Let's see. There we are. Who is this queen? Is that fucking Weird Al? Yeah. Yeah, I got Weird Al. Yeah. I have a lot of Weird Al on my playlist. It just hasn't shown up. Weird Al's like my favorite artist, probably. Which, if you know me, that's like so true. How was your Tomodachi Life Island? Oh man, that guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. That Tomodachi Life Island has been mostly neglected because my Switch, my Switch 2 is primarily the like, hey, the family's getting together, bring out the Switch 2 for Mario Party console. That's what mine is. So low key, it doesn't really stay at my house all that often, and having to like go from my having to take it, having to drive to my sister's house to take the Switch and then bring it back is like I don't know. It's kind of a drag, so I tend to not do it, and that resulted in my what's it called? I just kind of neglected the island, and now I just feel bad for. The thing is, if I were to get back on Tomodachi Life, I would feel so bad about like neglecting my Mii's that I would just want to start over. But also, I just don't like. I don't like having to make all of the Mii's again because I made like there's like 12 on my island already. What does this say? If you were to show me a random screenshot from Rebels of Vader 2, I would probably mistake it for Multiverses. Oh, well, that's fine, because Multiverses is also a good-looking game. I don't know what you're trying to get at there, because I also like the look of Multiverses. People are going to think that I paid you to be a contrarian so I can, like, just keep having a conversation. You gotta stop having bad opinions. I don't know what I'm expecting from my chat. Hotline Miami? I actually never played Hotline Miami. I have drawn Jacket, though. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of it without showing sensitive files on my computer. I drew... I have to see if I can find it. Can I search by size? I had to draw... Or I was paid to draw... Oh, heck, where is it? Do I not have it anymore? Let me see. I had to draw a banner for a platform fighter, an indie platform fighter called Cross Impact. I think it's still on their Steam page, actually. Let me see. Cross Impact. So you guys, look, there's my art. I drew this like not 4 years ago, like 2 years ago. It had, honestly, the cast was kind of decent. This is not the most recent drawing. There were more characters revealed the last time I drew it. I don't know where I can find it. Was it Banner? No, not there. Maybe I still have the Photoshop file. Let me see. Ah, yes, I found it. I found the Photoshop file. There it is. This was the Cross Impact Steam banner. It had their first, like their original mascot, Ortheo. There was Alex Yeek, Jacket from Hotline Miami, Jumbo Josh, someone from Spark the Electric Jester. They got Mort the Chicken, and V1 from Ultra Kill. The Cowboy from Your Only Move Is Hustle. Like low key, this was a pretty good lineup of characters. Like if I can be so honest, the only thing is the game like just it played terribly. I'm gonna be so honest. I only played that game occasionally. I played that game like twice, and it just was not for me. It was very early access, I think. But I'm still quite happy with how this art turned out. I would love to do more art for a game, but I don't know if people are looking for quite my level of quality. I don't know. Yeah, I like that. It's nice to know that my art is somewhere on the Steam page. I think that's cool. Let me. I have one more member drawing to do for Alleyway. Let me get that real quick. Um, let's see. Oh, oops, wrong one. There we go. Okay. I'm probably gonna do one more. I'm probably gonna do a go over of these with like a final lines to make them look a little better. Let's see. This will probably be easier because I've drawn a human before and not nah. I've never drawn Birdo before. This is gonna be a little bit easier, I think, because it's an actual person. There we go. Oh yeah, it was fun hanging out, but I'm going to dip, I think. Goodbye. Farewell. Nice to have you around. It was nice to have somebody talkative that, isn't completely out of their mind. You should stop by again sometime. I'm thinking of playing Mina the Hollower tomorrow. It's been a couple of days since I played that game. I want to get back on it. I would make a stream schedule, but every time I do that, like something happens that stops me from streaming, so I'm trying to just hold off on doing that, but but just keep in mind there might be a stream tomorrow. If you have me followed, I'm sure there'll be like some sort of notification when I go live. I usually go live after work, which is like 8 o'clock. So just so you know when I'm live. Yeah, that's it, I guess. See you later. Let's see. Let's see. Little. Oh, both of the characters that I've drawn tonight have bows. That's cute. Surprised I barely drank in any of my drink. Thought I would have done more by now. And then the other subject. Little kitty cat. What is the pose? Let's see. Holding cat pose. Actually, don't know. Ah, yes, this is it. My cat's name was Kitty Witty. That's a fucking badass name for a cat. I can't even lie. My cat's name is Goober. Uh, let's see. Oh, and then it's on the bottom here. Little tail. Let's see. Little kitty cat, little kitty cat. How do you feel about Tifa and Street Fighter 6? I don't really eat at that restaurant anymore. To to put it into those words. I mean, I like Street Fighter. Street Fighter 6 was pretty good. I think I had a little more fun with Street Fighter 5. Um, but I mean, both games have E Honda, so I'm not um too distraught over it. Um, oh, but I liked Birdie. Birdie in Street Fighter 5 was fun. Um, but yeah, I used to play it a lot with my last ex. We don't. I mean, obviously, I don't play it anymore. I got more into Guilty Gear, and then after that, Rivals of Aether. So, if I had people to play Street Fighter with, maybe, but I don't know if it's something that I would be like regularly playing. Least favorite Skylanders game? I'm gonna be so honest. I've only played Swap Force because that's the one that I grew up with, and I adore the concept of like being able to customize the actual figures. So that one's probably my favorite. My least favorite is probably Imaginators, either that or Superchargers. Um, I don't know. I don't really have a firm opinion on that topic, but from from what I know, they just slowly started getting lazier and lazier with making them. So I assume the laziest one is Imaginators. So I'll just say that one. Oh. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna make both of these bigger so they fill out the canvas more. There we go. Let me see if Victoria responded to my DM. No. Well, I sent like 4 different messages. So, don't let it be said I didn't try. I'll have to make it for her post birthday. But if she wants to know that I was working on it, I mean, I have a whole Twitch VOD as proof that I was working on it. I just hope she wasn't wanting it like today specifically. Because it's yeah. Oh well. I agree, but I prefer Trap Team. Being able to trap the villains is amazing. Yeah, probably. I just wish they got their own original music. I tried using music from Trap Team and Imaginators in a video, and it turns out those are all that music. Most of the music in those games is like, just like, what's it called? Like they just paid for the rights for music. Like they didn't make any of it. They just like bought a license for it, which is like, I don't know. It's a little bit lamer to me. I would have preferred if they did like music like the original 3 games, because as far as I know, all of the music in the first 3 games is like wholly original. Once they got to Trap Team and beyond, they got rid of what's his name, Lorne Balfe. That guy's music was good. I liked his music. He was very good at replicating the vibes Hans Zimmer did with the like the proper Skylanders theme. But then they just abandoned that, which is a shame. But you know, it's not a huge deal. It's like whatever. I'm too grown up to be caring. Now I care about gas prices. But also Rivals of Aether, so I guess things never change. Let's see. I gotta turn this up. I gotta listen to that. Let's see. Yeah, there's a. I actually found a gas station like near my work that sells gas a little bit cheaper, which I was thankful for. It was the first time in months I had paid for gas that wasn't like $4. Like the fact that I found something that was like $3.30 a gallon, that was like a godsend. Let's see. There we are. Perfect. Now that's a birdo. $4 is cheap for me. I've seen it at like $5.99. Yeesh. Yeah, when it, I mean, at what point does it become like Uber being cheaper? I I very much fear things getting that expensive because I'm already like barely able to afford some things. That's why I spend all day making YouTube videos. But, you know, I don't let that get me down. I say after a long, long silence. That makes it sound like I very much let it get me down. No, I just focus when I draw. Um, but yeah, I find too much joy in creating to be bogged down too much by what's going on in real life. One day gas is gonna reach $10 a gallon. Yeah, probably in like 20 years. It just depends on how fast the value of the dollar falls. Or how like scarce oil becomes. Or I guess gasoline. But gasoline is from oil, isn't it? I think. Uh, do, does does gasoline come from oil? I have to look this up. I'm learning. Gasoline is primarily made from pure oil. Oh, it's okay. It's refined oil. I see. Okay, I did not know that. I thought oil and gas were two different things. I mean, I guess they are technically different things, but I didn't know that gas was made from oil. You learn something new every day, don't you? My dad works at a refinery, ironically enough. Huh. Interesting. Low-key, I'm so happy I moved to Twitch because being able to play any music I want has been it's been making me a lot less exhausted to just be here working. Because having to listen to the same Nintendo soundtrack the whole time, it got pretty grating when I was doing streaming before. The fact that I can just listen to music I like on here is pretty good. Granted, it's probably going to be a worse experience for VOD watchers, but hey, come on, you should have been here. Should have been here on stream. I'm talking to you, VOD watchers. I can't think of a single person that's going to be watching this VOD. Anybody that's looking through my Twitch VODs on like my second channel is going to be like they're going nowhere near the art streams. Which is whatever. Told me he'd get me on at his work if I quit my HRT. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do that either. I'm the based on the fact that I'm doing YouTube, it's probably pretty clear that I'm not a particularly physical labor oriented person, which is interesting because of my build. I'm pretty big in terms of like height and like width. So I could probably do pretty good at one of those like labor jobs, but I value my hands too much with what they're able to create. So I just don't. But also the HRT thing. I gotta buy stuff for that. So low key, I don't know if I've said this on stream before. I did explore injecting estrogen a little bit, but I'm a big pussy, so I can't inject myself because I get too scared. So I've been waiting to get enough money to buy like an auto injector. Yeah, I mean there's not really anything else to elaborate. That's what's been going on for me in terms of like hormone stuff. However private that may be. But I mean, I'm already a pretty queer person on stream, so I don't think it matters too much. Plus the tags of the stream are LGBTQ. So you knew what you came for. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, golly. Bro's definitely 5'8". No, I'm 6'3". Get with the times. I know this song from Shark Tale. Man, this. I mean, the song is good, but obviously the first thing I'm gonna think of is fucking Oscar the Shark Slayer, like destroying Lenny in that one scene. I can't imagine being asked to stop HRT. I had to get off it because I was using someone else's DIY and it sucked. Yeah, for me it's just a money thing. Like I didn't really see many results because I only did it for about a month before I realized that I couldn't do injections myself. But yeah, I would like to get back on that pretty soon. Cause I'm 24. I kind of need time. Like I as obnoxious as it is to say, I am indeed running out of time. Sort of gotta get started on that soon. Because I would still like for something to happen when I do it. But then again, I have that sort of thing where like I like being masculine. I'm very fond of like my current. I'm very fond of my current build. It's just that there'll be some days where I'm like, fuck, I wish I looked like Baccarat from One Piece. Like I wish I had a pill that let me be Ranma, where I could like swap between like a big like square rectangular build and for like when I'm feeling masculine, and then like the exact opposite when I'm feeling more feminine. Because I like the two extremes, and I like representing myself that way. In a perfect world where I had like infinite time, I would have made two separate stills sets for my YouTube where like I could do a set of stills for like a masculine goose and then a set of stills for a feminine goose, because um my current design is kind of like the middle ground. That's where I kind of get my that's where I get my sort of non-binary they them look from, is the fact that I couldn't pick one or the other, so I just went down the middle. And low-key, I fuck with androgyny. Happy Pride Month. Let's see here. Kitty cats. Very good. Let me add some outlines to this, and then it'll probably be done. Happy Pride Month! True. Guys, Pride Month is kind of awesome. I was actually considering drawing me and my little team of people with like pride flags. I was thinking of doing that. I don't know if that'd be worth it, because I don't know how many people would like see that on like the YouTube posts tab. But also there's also the fact that I don't really exactly know where I fall, so I don't even know what flags I would give myself. I don't know. Plus, I would have to ask my friends to see if they would be comfortable with sharing those on my channel, which don't know if they would like that or not. So you know what? Maybe I might just do me then, probably. No, I don't want. No, not that one. Let me do. I'll do this one. This one will be good for now. 'Cause I go crazy when I'm not with you. You know, outside of Charlie's Inferno, I quite like that Handsome Devil. I'm very fond of that artist. There we go. There we go. Let me do some hatching. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah. Gulp. Let me turn on the opacity on these sketches. I like having the sketches come through, because I tend to lose a lot of the clarity in the like when I do the final lines. I think that's an issue a lot of artists have. So keeping the sketches kind of keeps some of that mess, which is pretty good. Okay. I think. Oh, let me actually. Let me sign this. Excuse me. Let me do my awesome signature. There we go. Yeah. Is the art for Kara? Yeah, it's for Kara and Alleyway. Those are my two members in the special circuit tier. Any YouTube channel members that are in the special circuit tier get a they get a sketch from me on a stream each month. What about you? Well, you're not. Oh, well, you know what? I guess you were a member for a month. But you did drop your subscription. So well, how about this? Just tell me what you want. I'll do it this time, but since you're not like a part of the membership anymore, there won't be any more next month. Because you did do it for 1 month, so you do get the one. But if you want like consistent ones, then you get it like every month. But let me know what you want. I'll do that right now. I'll knock that one out real quick. Sorry, my sub got paused. Oh, I did not know that you didn't like actually. Oh, I see. I mean, that's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with like stopping your subscription. That's just like how it works. Like, if you don't like do the thing, like if you're not on the list of members, like I gotta keep track of people. Like that's what I mean. That's what the $8 is for. Is like the drawing. It's like a commission. Just I mean I appreciate the fact that you like did it in the first place, but I'm not gonna be mad at you if you like pull the subscription away. But yeah, just let me know what you want and I'll draw it. Preferably soon, because it's getting kind of late, and I would like to have a little time to myself tonight. You know. We'll talk later, Goose. Thanks, I may pause my 7 minute of a job. I mean, that's okay. Again, like there's no pressure to like keep subs to me. The fact that you're able to give $8 to some random YouTuber is like that's I mean the fact that you like my content enough to give me $8 is like crazy. I'm surprised that like all of my last 3 members have all been like the highest tier members. I'm surprised nobody's like done the lower tiers. Because I feel like I did that specifically for people that couldn't afford like $8 a month. But I mean it's like whatever. Is that Limp Bizkit? Yeah. My discography. No, that's not mine. Not my discography. My playlist is pretty diverse. Like the next couple of songs right now, it's Limp Bizkit right now, then the Jackson 5, then the Spin Doctors, King Crimson, Negative XP, I think that's Splatoon, then Mario Kart, then We're the Kids. Yeah, there's quite a bit of not gonna lie, I'd probably join the channel if I could stop blowing my dosh on random bullshit. I mean, hey, that's why I have the smallest subscription tier. Plus, you get your credits in the you get your name in the credits of videos. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'd consider it. I always try to avoid like being a super shill about that stuff, but it does like help me. What's the smallest? I can actually look at that right now, or try to. Let's see here. Let me. Um, that was the wrong one. Hold on, I gotta take a look at it. It's 149. Yeah, it's just a little 149. Oh, I guess it does add more because the base one, the minor circuit, is supposed to be $1 a month. Minor circuit is the base tier. Then major circuit is $2.99. World circuit is $4.99, and then special circuit is $8. Okay. Let's see. Um. My mascot Gino. All right. Let me see here. Let's see here. Let me scroll till I see Gino. Oh. Huh. Okay. Huh. Um. Okay. So chat. Um. I think I might pass for now. I will give you one more chance to give me something else to draw, because there is no fucking way that I'm going to draw somebody named fucking Genocide, and they're holding up a German flag with an evil smile. That's not fucking happening. I'm not drawing that. Give me something else to draw. You get this one. I'm not drawing a character named Genocide. You gotta be insane. There's no way. That's not happening. What's the problem? Okay. I feel like I'm going crazy. That name is insane? Yeah, exactly. I mean, the only reason I haven't like banned Game Gear Gave is because you gave me the money. I'm trying to get like draw you something because you gave me money. But like, if that's the only thing you have, I can't. I can't. It's a. Shut up. Give me something else to draw, or else I'm not drawing you anything at all. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Bugsnax, you watch Robbie Dude? Is that Robbie Dude? That's Robbie D. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Robbie Dude. I didn't know you watched Robbie Dude. I fucking love Robbie Dude. Huh. What do you know? Shit, I'm about to sub right now. Well, Weestables, you only get the drawing if you're at the max tier. Robbie Dude and Old Bugsnax had beef? Oh, I did not know that. Oh, wait, no, you showed me those clips before. I remember that. That's crazy. Bugsnax 5 is a character in Balloon SMP? What? Slash J. Okay, man, fuck you. I thought that was true. I straight up believed you because you're my friend. You bastard. Okay, well, if I guess if I'm not, yeah, okay. I mean, I guess if I'm not gonna be given an alternative to the other one, the thing that I was going to draw, or I was being asked to draw, um, then I guess I think it's probably time to end stream. I mean, I didn't do too much today. I did a little bit. I mean, actually, this is quite a bit. I did this whole sketch here, and then the lines, and then I did my sketch requests. No ending stream? What do you mean? Well, come on now. Well, I don't have any more member sketches to do. And I'm not getting any responses from Victoria, so I can't finish her birthday art. Robbie is streaming right now, by the way. I'm gonna watch him for Noelle. He's her favorite. Then why would you tell me? Why would you tell me that? Would it help if I changed the last name of the character? No! It's not just that. There's a lot more to that. Because if I'm remembering, you got banned from the Discord server for saying some pretty nasty remarks. So, as a matter of fact, I am just giving you like one more. I am giving you one chance to give me something for you, like, to draw. But like after that, you're getting put on the like that you are banned. No, it was a little more than that, and you know it, and you know it was a little more than that. Kitsune Warrior, you are missing something. If this is where if this is the stream where I have to like, no, not in here. It's not appropriate. It wasn't appropriate in the server, and that's why Game Gear Gabby got banned. Oh brother, okay, you know what? Just fuck it. All right, that's enough of that. Okay. Let's see here. We're just gonna do this. Okay. Alright. Whoa, no, I did the wrong one. Oh my god, I banned the wrong person. I just banned the wrong person. Holy shit. Oh my god. Weestables, stay with us. I didn't mean to ban you. Guys, how do I unban Weestables? Guys, can I unban? Unban. Okay, holy shit. Weestables, I'm so sorry I misclicked and banned you. That was my mistake. Holy shit. that was an accident. That was completely an accident. I did not mean to ban you. Oh my god, that was so close. Sorry. Complete misclick. Yeah. That Game Gear Gabby ban was kind of a long time coming. But yeah, like, you gotta be crazy to think, like, now I'm gonna have, like, I'm gonna get canceled in a year because it'll be like, oh my god, Amigu's fucking scammed his viewers because they didn't draw something for the viewers. It's like, no man, I tried. I asked what they wanted and their character was named Genocide, holding a German flag with an evil fucking face, and they didn't give me any alternatives, being all smug like, oh no, I don't see what the problem is. No, what? This is the character. I mean, who cares? Posted it on Pride Month too? True, on Pride Month, no less. And, oh yeah, also the slurs in the Discord server, but you know, that's just a little cherry on top. No, I've seen the channel. I've been tagged on that channel before. But yeah, that's I guess it's probably a good idea that it's probably a good idea to end stream. I don't know if this one's gonna go on the I don't know if this one's gonna go on the VOD channel, I'll be honest. I don't know if it's a good idea. I'm just not sure. Yeah, it got very weird at the end there. But you know, we don't have to worry about it anymore, because that person that stayed unbanned for too long was a long time coming. The breaking point was fucking... The breaking point was me asking me to draw that character. That was crazy. I'm gonna have to turn up more often now. Yeah, make sure you ban... Oh yeah, I forgot. I accidentally banned you. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you have, like... I don't know how to put notifications on for streamers, but if you want to hang out, I'm probably going to stream Mina the Hollower tomorrow if you want to watch. I usually stream at like 8 o'clock, because that's like about when I get off work and I'm like done decompressing. You already forgot? Wow. Yeah, man, the streamer's a real asshole. That's crazy. Um, yeah. I think that's it from me today. I'm just gonna let I'm gonna let some music play. Let me just scroll through and see if I can find something good to end us off on. Dude, send me your Steam on Discord. Well, hold on now. I don't know you like that. Let's not be too hasty. Um, let me do. Oh, you know what? I have the perfect song to end us off on. I'll uh, I'll see you guys later. Uh, I'm gonna let this music play and then I'll end stream. So you guys have fun with this one. Y'all have a good night.